Christian joy, I have been trying to define it for this episode and also for my own heart in this Christmas season. And I've put together this definition in my mind that Christian joy is a spiritual joy that comes from the outpouring of a joyful and thankful heart.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like something that I would have said if I had thought of it. It's totally different from being happy. I think it just comes from within. It's got to be something that He has put there. And especially this time of the year when we both have lost our significant others. And both of us had been married a very long time, and it is not always easy to be happy at this time because we miss them so terribly. But there's such a difference. That joy is in there. And I relate back to in 2015, I was diagnosed with stage 3 large cell non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I had to spend 1 week every 3 weeks in the hospital, hooked up to over 6 chemos continuously. And I was sitting there on Christmas Eve. My daughter had been there during the day, and I had made her go home. And I was alone. And you know what, Sharon? I can never tell you. I was enveloped with a peace and a joy that was no way did it come from me. In fact, I had made myself get up and go downstairs to the chapel, and there was a lady down there singing, and I was so blessed that night. I'm telling you, it was like He just reached down and just touched me. It was unbelievable.
Sometimes joy comes unexpectedly. When I saw God's people standing on my driveway, the people from this church giving glory to God in their service. Virtually the first floor was destroyed from the Brazos. And there they were, standing there, covering themselves in prayer and armed with masks and hammers and saws, ready to beat back the destruction of the Brazos. And oh, wow, talk about joy. I wouldn't wish the flood on anyone, but you know, it's hard to trade that joy of God's people doing God's work and glorifying Him in your own home.
Bringing Him glory. That's really special, Sharon. I'm glad you shared that. There is such a difference in happiness and joy, and I think it was about 4 years ago that KSBJ started doing the Joy Creed, and I know you know it, but what it says, I need joy. And when I keep my eyes on Jesus, I have joy. When I lose it, I choose it. I choose joy. And that means a lot to me, and I have to remind myself of that quite often.
That is beautiful, Carlene.
Merry Christmas.